Hi, Rain. Hi, Maddie. How are you cuties today doing on this lovely Thursday evening? Rain with a 35 stream streak. The power of number go up. Quiz has been taken 35 times and still one result no one's gotten. That's awesome that 35 people actually did it, though. Looking for that rare super secret horse. Just a sec here. Please ignore the 1 second of no signal. Got a heat wave recently and I'm simply not. Ugh, I'm sorry. Ever since 10 a.m., my mom and I, with an aunt and grandma, have been running around. Got back at around 5, I want to say. Pretty plum tuckered out. You know, everybody is tired. Hopefully some Super Mary 064 can help rejuvenate everybody. Texaco, taking your car to the star. Soup or Mario. Doing good mind-wise, just physically spent. I definitely understand. Yeah, we only got 6 stars left in the whole game. Okay, wait. So we got 114. We got 1, 2... Okay, wait a minute. It's 3 more plus the red coin star makes, or the 100 coin star makes 4. Also, I've never realized that pausing at this moment actually clips through the freaking hill right there in the corner by Lakitu's face. Be back in a moment? Okay. So shit, I'm missing... Okay, one of the castle secret stars is the red coin star from Bowser in the Dark World. So what the hell am I missing? Gosh, did I overlook one of the secret stars? But it has been a little while since I Mario'd my 64. Let me get my back into my groove here. Also, I've been messing around a little bit with the Super Mario 64 PC decompilation. It runs really smooth, which is a little uncanny with Mario 64. It took a little getting used to with this version, too. Because I know a lot of people like to clown on this version for not being as remastered as they could have or whatever. But I do understand them wanting to keep the essence of Mario 64, but they actually did update a lot of stuff like the HUD, and I'm pretty sure it runs at 720p. Which, like, this is a game from 1996, you don't really need that much more than that. I feel like once you take, like, a PS1 or N64 game and scale it up past 720, it starts looking uncanny. Just because, you know, they're not made for that kind of thing. Because they actually did, like, go in and manually upscale a lot of the textures in this game. Like, for the 3D All-Stars version that I'm playing right now. Also, do I sound okay? Game sounds okay? Audio's good? Audio good? Okay, sweet. I had, like, one of those moments that's, like, simultaneously a 200 IQ moment and also a me feeling stupid for not thinking of it earlier. So, the height of the fold-out table I've been using to extend my desk, if I didn't hold my microphone up to my face, I would have to, like, kind of lean in, which made it really hard to use the microphone for action games and stuff when I still want to talk. I'm trying to see if I missed any of the toads you talked to that give you free stars, so I'm going to go talk to every toad. But, I had like 5 of these Pokemon trading card game tins just sitting on a shelf beside my desk that were just high enough to put the microphone in the perfect spot, and I feel like a dingus for not realizing I can just grab something and set my microphone on it. Whoop, nope, don't want to go in there. Okay. Because I think there are like 3 or 4 toads in the castle that'll just give you a star. So I'm really racking my brain to think, because I know I got Mario Wings to the Sky. I'm pretty sure we got both of the ones, because, like, I specifically remember with the one for the secret slide. You know what? Okay, I'm going to go back and do the secret slide, because I ended up getting I got it in under 20 seconds, like, actually on the first try. And I remember being surprised, because I think, well, I don't know if it was the first try, but, I remember being surprised because I actually got the 20 seconds without doing any of the shortcuts. I ate dinner about 20-ish minutes ago. Didn't realize I spilled a little on myself. Didn't a moment to clean up. Wasn't a lot. Yeah, I understand. No, that would definitely bug me too. I would also want to just go clean up. But yeah, you get 2 stars from this. One from doing the secret slide in under 20 seconds. Because I actually got it in 19 without doing any shortcuts. And I was actually surprised. I legitimately didn't know you could do that without the shortcut. Ooh, Wump. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, get back here. Okay, I have gotten this before. Just making sure. I mean, it's an easy one to go do again, so... Okay, let's go make sure we talk to every toad upstairs. It's very quiet, the game? Okay, give me a sec. God damn it, give me just a second. Okay, it might take me a moment, because I'm gonna have to, like, you'll probably see no signal for a second. Boom. Hooray, tech issues. We love it. Hi, Whoopee. We're definitely not having tech issues and resolving them midstream. Okay, can you guys hear Super Mario 64 now? Yes? Okay. We would never, not even once. Audio issues resolved. Okay, scaling up a little bit. Does the Mario sound better now, Maddie? But how are you doing today on this lovely Thursday evening, Whoopee? We are getting the last 6 stars. We're going to go and ride that rainbow, as we are very good at in this chat. Well, give me a sec. Shit, lol, but you're happy. Well, I'm sorry you're feeling so bad, Whoopee. I hope I can help you feel a little better, at least by playing some Mario 64. Also, you guys can't hear my fan or anything, can you? Already are. Yay, I'm glad. I love this area because you can see Lackey too, you know, actually with the camera and everything in the mirror. I think it's really fun. Also, really fun thing with this room. Okay, note the side that the door handle's on. From where we're facing, and that's on the left-hand side. And they try to hide it by putting it in the alcove, but if you look, the door in there actually isn't mirrored properly, and it's still the knob is still on the left-hand side. Think it's good now? Okay. Only fans I hear are us. Uh-huh. Don't worry, I will send all of you the invitation to my OnlyFans when I get it set up. Yep, see? The doorknob is still on the same side, even though it's mirrored. We all got a left-leaning knob somewhere. Hey, that won't be a complaint from me. Hey, little buddy. Yeah. Bowser the Boot. Oh my god, what secret star did I miss? Because I haven't missed any from the stages. Yes, being hilarious is one of Maddie's specialties. You know, I feel terrible having to look this up for a game I have 100%ed literally a dozen times, but my brain is just not finding it right now. So there are 15 Castle Secret Stars. So I'm missing 2. And I feel like when I look at, like, one thing... Missing a star? Look in the mirror, queen. I think you're thinking about your mirror, Maddie. Okay, we got both of the ones in Princess Peach's Secret Slide. Oh my gosh, this guide is giving me 15 ads. Please stop. Okay, I'm pretty sure we did the one with the 8 red coins in the aquarium. We got the one in the wing cap area, right? Pretty sure we got the one in the metal cap cavern. We got the one for the... I know we got the one for the cavern for the switch for the invisibility cap, because that was a fucking nightmare. Bing bing wahoo! 2 things can be true, KF. Fair enough. Hi, Ben. How are you doing today on this lovely Thursday evening? We're playing some Soup or Mario 64. We got the one from the toad near the entrance of Hazy Maze Cave. Got the one from the toad near Tall Tall Mountain. I just talked to him. We got the one from Mips when we catch the bunny that we catch. Got the one by TikTok Clock. We literally just talked to him. Okay, we got Wing Mario over the rainbow. Second Mips. I went through all 15 and I don't think I missed any of them. Because I know when I was a kid, the last one that I missed was the one from Princess Peach's Secret Slide, the secret one. Geez, only I could look at a complete guide for something and still not figure it out. Like Superman 64. I mean, you got 2 words right. Okay, well, let's go back to the Bowser stages. Let's go back to check on the secret aquarium. Because, okay, there's one that I'm missing, because I haven't been to the last Bowser stage yet, and that has one. I'm trying to think, like, maybe, I don't know, I got really tired playing one of the Bowser stages, and I just said, fuck it, I'll come back later, and then forgot. MWC Jaya. 2nd and 3rd floor toad in the sky. And the sky across the rainbow braid slides. I did the rainbow ride when the Mario Wings to the Sky. I remember because it took me way too long to do it on stream. Also, hi, if you're the MWC I'm thinking of. Hi, Matt. How are you doing today on this lovely Thursday evening? Willing to bet someone out there has made a Super Mario 64 mod where you play as Superman with the exact controls. I mean, there are a lot of Super Mario 64 mods, so especially with the PC version, the decompilation. Okay, so this is Rainbow Ride. I really don't want to do Mario Wings to the Sky again. Doing good, waiting for fills for T prog. T? In Final Fantasy XIV. Epic of Alexander, okay. Well, either that or you're talking about Taya from Yu-Gi-Oh! You know, it's so funny, like, 4Kids would try to give characters, like, Americanized names or whatever for the English dubs. And, like, yeah, okay, sure, Tristan and Joey are pretty normal American English speaker names. I have never heard the name Taya in my life until Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, I am very curious what the origin of that is. It's very difficult to Google because you just get the history of, like, you know, murky leaf water and not, you know, the name. Or you get the Yu-Gi-Oh! Character. Ayo! You know, it is honestly a really cool and forward-thinking design decision that Super Mario 64 just lets you fucking leave any course even if you haven't finished it. Because this is probably not a very well-known thing now, but a lot of games back in the day, like the Mega Man X games, Donkey Kong Country, Mario World, would only let you use the whole, like, exit a level thing if you had already beaten the level at least once. Damn bullies, I know. They knocked me into the boiling red soup. Oh, that's why it's Soup or Mario 64. It's all coming together. Okay, because this is the that one red coin in this stage where, like, if you're running around like crazy because you missed a red coin, it's probably that one. If only Mario had gotten some milk to power him up. That's one of those random commercials from the 90s that still lives rent-free in my brain. I always wonder maybe if that commercial inspired the Mega Mushroom. You know, just like giant-ass Mario tearing through the terrain and everything. Also, please ignore any Super Mario 64 gameplay in my old VODs, because when I was first playing it, I was playing it through the fucking viewfinder in the capture device instead of playing it directly off the TV, so I was not at all accounting for input lag and had some, like, the worst platforming gameplay in my life. Come on, Mario, jump! That one red coin. All my homies hate that one red coin. Ah! How the hell? I have never done that before in my life. What the hell was that? What happened? Like, bro, I'm out here fucking discovering new... I'm like the opposite of a task. It's like, I'm discovering new ways to fuck up Mario 64. Spicy sandwich. Gonna burn your waffles doing that. See, Rain is at the spicy sandwich because Rain's not fully satisfied with the meal unless her mouth is on fire. But, bro, now I want some waffles. Also, I have snacks. I've got a Pop-Tart and I got a little pack of Smart Food popcorn right here. So I will not starve in midstream and have to, like, run and go eat something in the middle of the stream like I did the other day. Because that's the secret thing they don't tell you about having high metabolism, is you're always fucking hungry. I'm actually going to leave those coins in case I burn my ass and need them later. You see, in Super Mario 64, Mario uses the American healthcare system, but he just skips the middleman and applies money directly to his wounds. Yeah, Snack Redeem's up and running. I also have a special redeem where you can get me to say a short sentence or name or phrase in the Super Smash Brothers announcer voice. Yes, this was inspired by that one POMC More video, but it was a good video, and I'm like, wait, I could do that. Dun 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 bum bum bum. Also, I believe the Metal Gear Solid collection. Okay, Whoopi got the first one. New challenger, penis. Ah! It's my favorite challenger. Ah! My ass! Oh boy, that just lined up perfectly. You're welcome, Whoopi. I'm glad you enjoyed. Not surprised that's what Whoopi used the redeem for. I mean, fucking I would have. But speaking of sneaking, I do believe the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 2 is out today. This is a joke for Matt and Matt alone, but they actually did it. They didn't have to include an entire PlayStation 3 with the collection. I am very curious, because like with the Switch version, Nintendo kind of has a policy where they don't want you mentioning other competing platforms or their button layouts. So I am very curious about some of Metal Gear Solid 4's dialogue, how that is on the Switch and Switch 2 version. Unfortunately, there's no real physical version on Nintendo, because the Switch 1 version, I'm amazed there's a Switch 1 version, honestly, but the Switch 1 version is partially a download. I think it just has either Peace Walker, I think it has like Peace Walker and Ghost Babel on the cartridge, and that's it. You gotta like download 4. I haven't looked that deep into it though. And the Switch 2 version's a game key card, so it sucks that there's no physical Nintendo version, really. Liquid! I suppose it's my brand. Replace it with Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. That would be 100% fine with me, honestly. Also, after I finish Final Fantasy V and 6, you guys are gonna get like hella Mario RPGs streamed on here at some point. Does anyone really even say hella anymore? Even back when it was like a thing I saw in media everywhere, I've never really heard anybody actually use that colloquially, even teenagers. Well, I'm not going to do a Sticker Star stream because I have no 3DS capture device. Besides, I don't think you guys want 30 plus hours worth of stream footage of me going, oh my god, why is the game like this? I say it sometimes. Yeah, but I never know if you're like... Okay, here's the thing, Maddie, is like, your vernacular is so clever and so laced with just, in general, like, intellectual callbacks to things from all across time. I don't ever know if that's genuinely a thing or if you... I really didn't get this star. Holy fucking fuckers. What the hell is wrong with me? Well, I know what's wrong with me. I was probably tired and I was dealing with the lag from the, whatchamacallit, and didn't know that's why things were never working, so I probably just didn't do it. Well, at least I know what I was missing. I only hello when we mention is the Marvel one. I say it less than I would because you said you don't like the word. I'm not super into it. It just seems really awkward to me. I mean, it seems like somebody who is either not... Okay, it seems like something that somebody who is either not a native English speaker or not actually youthful would write for dialogue as somebody young, but...
Here we go!
Another power star. Mario gains more courage from the power of the castle. You want to save? Yes. Alright, cool. So that's 115, and we got the 4 from Rainbow Ride and the 1 from the last Bowser stage. Oh gosh, I'm glad it was something that was actually easy. I didn't have to go through every secret star again. Sometimes a sentence needs a hella and can't replace it with another filler word. That's fine. I mean, Maddie, you can say whatever words you want. You don't have to... I'm not the vocabulary police. I'm not gonna sit there inspecting your diction. I keep the measuring tape on me for other reasons. More of a West Coast thing? Ah, Naruhodo. Ironic, because I sound like a Valley girl half the time. But I feel like, once again, that's from being a 90s kid and having my vernacular eternally laced with totally radical. Swinging in the breeze. Speaking of inspecting your diction. See if your tail's gotten any longer. You know, I don't... It's weird. I remember so many of the Super Mario 64 stars by heart. I cannot remember half the ones in fucking Rainbow Ride. Glad you found the missing star before it became too big of a stressor. Yeah. I didn't want the last thing we did in Mario 64 to be like me going off my fucking rocker trying to find the last star, so... It's odd they made this stage in Melee and not Pop-On Battlefield or Womp's Fortress, right? I mean, I'm glad they put Womp's Fortress in, No, wait, shit, that's kind of a spoiler. Well, they did a throwback to Womp's Fortress in a game. I'm not gonna spoil which one, but I think most people probably know. Cause the randomizer... I have to, because the randomizer, this one's up front 90% of the time. I just see a star over there. I kind of want to go get it. I want to go get it. Okay, focus M. I want to go get it. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to go get it. Oh, that's the fuck-ass pyramids and shit. You know, I think my mom has a quilt with the same design as those pillars. Or those with wings? Flip flaps? What are those? Fuck. See, this kind of brings up my beef with Mario 64, is the last 2 stages, TikTok Clock and Rainbow Ride, are less explore, adventure, and platform, and they are, fucking, like... This one's probably a joke for just Matt and Benson, but bro, this is like... Rainbow Ride's like the Mario version of a dimp Sonic game. Like, everything's just over a massive bottomless pit. And you die. Ooh. I feel like Mario 3 auto scroller, but more annoying, I guess. I mean, I'm not a fan of auto-scrolling levels in general. They can be done well, but even the most well-done ones, I'm just like, eh. Side note, but I love the sound that those cork blocks make when you break them. Rip Lakitu. But we met at the auto-scroller convention. I know, I was there as a hater. Besides, I thought it was going to be ancient parchment about cars. I didn't know it was that kind of auto-scroller. Parchment. DP to Lakitu, that's hardcore. I'm practicing my anti-airs. This has not gotten me closer to the thing I wanted to get close to. Oh, this is not a good angle to be doing this. Uh-oh. Nope, I'm back in the fucking boat. Fuck it, we ball! I balled too hard and died. Bro, I slammed into the, I slammed into the fucking invisible wall. That was a hell of a long jump. I'm back at the fucking boat again! I just stayed at the edge of the screen and let the scroll push me. I try that and I get squished. Which is something I usually don't mind, but, So I've been, like, I read that in my head with the cadence of, like, the Scott the Woz Mario Kart 7 review. It's fucking Mario Kart again! Spicy hot take. I actually had one in mind because I was watching a Tactical Bacon video earlier today about this. And I do kind of agree with some of his takes, but okay, a thing is, I feel like, because, like, I don't think it's a hot take that I do not like the genre label action-adventure. I think it is a fucking useless genre label that tells me nothing about the game I'm buying. God damn it. Come back! Shit. But, I think platformer is an equally useless genre label. Like, stuff like Collectathon and stuff, but it's like, so many games have jumping mechanics and don't fall into a hole and die mechanics that I think just calling something a platformer doesn't really tell me anything about the video game. And it's like, it's also so poorly defined that it's like, where does the stuff between, like, run and gun and platformer, like, where's the line? Where does it end? You know, is Contra a platformer? Is Mega Man a platformer? Because I'd argue that, like, maybe Mega Man, the point is not falling into pits and dying, but, like, you can jump on things and fall into pits in Contra. Like, you can jump on things and fall into pits in the NES port of Double Dragon. Is it a beat-em-up, or is that a... Is that one a platformer also? Like, is Devil May Cry a platformer? Is it just platform games with really good combat? You know, and it's like... That, and this is also discussed in the Tactical Bacon video, but it's like... The problem is, like... 3D platformers went out of style so fast that they have a very narrow band of what represents the genre. And everybody's still stuck on either Crash Bandicoot or Banjo-Kazooie, or Mario 64. Of course, like, I have realized, especially with this streaming playthrough, that I feel like my favorite part of Mario 64 is not the jumping and platforming-based challenges, but rather the exploration and creative means of discovering how to do things, which is why I think that the series kind of moved toward, like, you know, with Mario Odyssey and stuff, being about exploration. Which, I mean, is also a rebellion, again, not rebellion exactly, isn't the right word, but it's also kind of a response to how all the 3D Marios got progressively more linear. Because with Mario 64, yeah, I know I'm getting all 120 stars, because I'm crazy that way, but, you know, you can beat the game with just 70. So you can skip whole-ass levels. Especially if, like, Bob-omb Battlefield and Womp's Fortress are tickling your fancy. You know, that's shit, like, more than a dozen right there. And there's plenty of secret stars. Like, there's enough. You can skip stages that bother you if you just want to beat the game. Because I really don't think a lot of 3D platformers, or I don't think Mario 64 and a lot of other games like Banjo-Kazooie and stuff were really made to be 100%ed as much as they were designed with, like, oh, here's the challenges you can do and you've got options. Damn it, I'm just going on the path to the boat. At what point do I start swinging in the breeze? Because I think the other carpet leads to the castle. I see a star there, and I see a star there. I'm sure the subset of people who live and breathe Mario 64 are very frustrated with me for not having Rainbow Ride committed to memory. I'm very sorry. This is supposed to be heaven, but it's actually hell. Let's rock. He's the Shy Guy. Oh god, I just realized I'm gonna have to do the 100 coin star on this stage. Counter! Me. Me. Okay. Well, there's a swing. Ah, good old donut blocks. Fun random fact. Even though they'll go right through you in most of the 2D games, the donut blocks in Mario 64 can actually squish you. Death by donuts. Fuck, 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 fuck. Okay, that's the thing with Mario 64's controls, is I never know if I'm gonna get like a clean snap turnaround when I hit the analog in the other direction, or if it's gonna do a fucking Insomniac Games ass loop turnaround. Where, like, the character goes through their entire turnaround animation. Because it's weird, it even carries over to the modern Spider-Man games, but Insomniac games all have squishy turning. It's like Spyro's got squishy turning, and it's weird because, like, within, this has been a while ago, but within, like, a couple months, I played, like, a little bit of Spyro 2, some of the original Ratchet and Clank, and the Spider-Man Miles Morales game on PS4, and I'm like, they all have the same fucking squishy-ass turning. Oh, hey, the pyramids. I got over here, yay! Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, and see, that's the thing why the fucking bottomless pit areas drive me up the freaking wall, is because, like, I feel like if you're failing a platforming challenge, falling down to the ground and having to do it again is enough of a punishment. I feel like losing a life for every single mistake and having to do the entire salty run back is just unnecessary. Yeah, I'm sorry I got, like, way out of the sauce there, but, yeah, I guess that is my opinion, is the platformer genre label. My spicy hot take is the platformer genre label is almost as useless as an action-adventure. And I feel like it's still very undefined to this day. that, and it's like, platformers were such a central thing, especially in like the NES, Super NES, Genesis eras, that I feel like, you know, just the basic tenets of running and jumping are the foundation for a lot of other action-based genres. Which also I feel like is why the genre fell out of favor. Because, like, as much as I hate to admit it, because there are a lot of, you know, platform series that I like, you know, like, a lot of bigger games give you what you get from a platformer and more. With a lot of revivals kind of being stuck in the, kind of, you know, foundational era of the 3D platform genre. You know, the Cash Banukas and Mary O64s and Banjo-Kazooies. It's like, that is very, that scratches a good itch for me. I do love my Super Lucky's Tales and stuff like that, but it unfortunately makes the genre feel a little one note at times. I mean, you got some good shit like Pseudo Regalia and stuff, but I'm not saying the things that are derivative of classic stuff is bad, because again, it's like, I am very much a proponent of, you know, eating the same meal with slightly different spices. God fucking damn it! We haven't watched Kid Icarus in a bit. I'm sorry, I forget that, like, Cash Banuka is so integrated into my vernacular, I forget that that is a Kid Icarus thing. Actually, like, I still like Kid Icarus. It's just, well, two things. One, most of his videos now are 2 or 3 hours long, which is 100% valid and cool. You know, it's basically like movie-length features, but it's something I have to set aside. Like, I can't just casually watch a Kid Icarus video. Secondly, and this is just like a me problem, a neurodivergent problem, I get massive anxiety triggers when people destroy video game stuff on, well, in general, but in a video a lot of times. As much as I enjoy AVGN just as like a classic, it makes me really unhappy when he does it too. And I know it's just an inanimate object and it's not that serious, but it does really bother me. And not in like a collector preservation kind of way, no, it just like flips an anxiety trigger. So I have to be mentally prepared for that when I sit down for a Kid Icarus video. Which makes me sound like a big old weenie. But, I mean, I'm just being honest. Fuck, I lost my carpet. Wait, I was supposed to be in the house like carpet. Oh wait, I don't need it, never mind. Well. My jump was off by a centimeter. Like I said, the 3-hour video game, the 3-hour video thing isn't even a criticism. It's just a, it's the same thing as sitting down to watch a movie. Like, you just have to set aside time for it. When a lot of, you know, incredibly cool and attractive people who make videos about Marvel vs. Capcom that are between 15 to 20 minutes, you know, I always have time for those. Or 30 or 40 minutes. Sometimes those are also an hour, but I mean, you can't fit Ryu's entire fighting game history into fucking 10 minutes. Shit. Okay. I wahooed a little too close to the sun there. I gotta slow it down, take it easy. Also, I'm double fisting my drinks today because I have my usual water tumbler, And I also have my soda tumbler full of caffeine-free Diet Pepsi for my snacks. It goes great with the Smart Food popcorn. I sound like I'm Little Miss Healthy eating and drinking here, and I'm not going to reveal the fact that I ordered a fucking Domino's pizza today because it let me stack 2 coupons, and I got my pizza for like $7. I didn't eat it all in one sitting. I was a good little squeaker and put the leftover pizza in the refrigerator to have it later. That's why it's a refrigerator. Stacking, just like what you did with Domino's. It's all coming together. Right now, over me. Oh, I guess you guys get a bonus super unpopular opinion. Come Together is my favorite Beatles song. Why am I platforming from this angle? Sounds at times, wangles. In this economy, $7 quality pizza might as well be stolen. Exactly. Well, the thing is, if you order from the app, they actually updated the app, and they specifically mentioned that it was in beta. So, for being a beta tester, you get a $5 rebate. I will say, I love the little animation on these pyramids, the way they invert and stuff. I'm a fall. I don't even know where I went. Bye. Mamma mia. Go. But whenever I finally get my oven fixed, probably gonna be racking up some Red Barons and Tombstones and stuff like that. And also, it's not in negligence on anybody's end of why my oven's not fixed. It's just, well, first of all, like, my landlord ordered the part. He didn't make me pay for it or anything. He ordered it. And then it took a month to ship when it was supposed to be 3-day shipping. And by the time it got here, it was like that stretch of time where it was 100 fucking degrees outside. And the whole, like, the little electrical connectors for the heating element, because there's nothing wrong with my oven, but the heating element burnt out, which is a normal thing that happens with ovens. The replacement part was just a replacement heating element. But both of the wires kind of slid back, so the only way to get to them to reconnect it is to... Now, I'm gonna have to, like, pull the oven out, probably outside, and neither of us wanted to do that in 90-something degree heat, and so we're waiting for it to cool down. Which, to be fair, I probably would not be super in the mood to fire up my oven and cook a whole ass pizza when it's 98 degrees outside either. Because it was like, especially for a while, it was hot enough to where, I went the wrong way. It was hot enough to where, like, even with air conditioning and stuff going, it still never really got comfortably cool in the house. Also, I do have, like, a toaster oven, so the oven is really only a necessity if, like, I want something that's too big to fit the toaster oven, like a frozen pizza. Though there are tiny frozen pizzas that make really great in the toaster oven. Both Red Baron and DiGiorno have these little, like, $4 frozen pizzas that are like personal pan. And they are delicious. All toasters toast toast. But they won't toast your spaghetti. Honestly, I know that's from Hotel Mario, but I do love that Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog and the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, which are like things I marathon watched on VHS as a little kid, have just stayed perpetually relevant to every generation of kids from then onward, just from being like, you know, YouTube poops and memes and stuff. Actually, I went back to watch some of it, and like, both shows can actually be legitimately funny. Like, their budgets were definitely 7 paper clips in a dream, but like, some of the writing can actually be really funny for both shows, so god fucking damn it. That was not even my fault. I was robbed.
Mamma mia!
Also, the CDI Nintendo games having such a massive YouTube poop legacy is insane, because the CDI itself, I think, just barely cleared 1 million units, which sounds like a lot, but for a video game and media platform, it's really not. So, like, honestly, the CDI games probably logically would have just, like, fizzled away and died in obscurity. Because it does make me wonder if anyone would even know what a Philips CDI was if it didn't have the Mario and Zelda games. Damn, I got spinied. The Philips CDI was like, the reason why a lot of its games were so butt was because it wasn't really a game console, it was more like one of the earliest computer in your living room multimedia device things. It's kind of like the Gamecom, where it was like advertised that it could play games, but its real utilities were everything else it could do. And it happened to be really bad at games, and then it gets a bad reputation because it's bad at games. Because I think I mentioned it before, but I have a Tiger Gamecom. I have Sonic Jam, because hedgehog autism, but I also have Lights Out and Henry, and those are genuinely fun. Gamecom is a great way to play them. Granted, because Gamecom actually had a touchscreen, and this is like, shit, like 6 or 7 years before the DS. I think Gamecom was 98, 99? But yeah, it was a really fun way to play Lights Out and Henry, because Henry's a memory game. Lights Out is actually one of Tiger's original physical portable games, like handheld games. And it's like that mini game that's in a bunch of RPG dungeons where you have to like click on the thing to turn everything one color, but it clicks like a grid of 5, like it clicks 5 of them on a grid. But Lights Out has some genuinely fun puzzle layouts and stuff like that. And the Gamecom version is really well done. Shit. Ooh, save it. Okay. The timer is strict. Damn it. I was trying to do the turnaround flip, but I missed the input. Shit! I've got to stop going for the fucking backflip, because the freaking recovery animation takes too long. Ugh. I'm gonna go to Bob on Battlefield real quick to cool off and collect some 1-ups. I mean, I love Bob-omb Battlefield anyway, and also, so actually, now that I think about it, is Bob-omb Battlefield the only stage in this game without any bottomless pits or anything? Like, no bottomless pits, no lava? Well, you know, I'm also kind of like... Well, no, I guess, Snowman's Land I don't think has any bottomless pits.
Let's go.
Also, fun fact, if two bombs touch each other, they'll both explode. It seems like it would make reproduction awkward, but hey, I'm not your boss. No, I really think Super Mario 64 has Green Hill Zone syndrome, where I legitimately feel like... What the hell did I hit? I legitimately feel like the first stage of Mario 64, Bob-omb Battlefield here, is like... Oops. Easily, like, the most enjoyable stage in the game. But then again, I feel like that's also the me thing of where I just love running around and exploring. Come on, where's the Wump? Where are you? I know you're here. Listen, but you got super anxious around each other. They must be lesbians. They would rather both explode and die than actually have to be the one to initiate. It's an entire species if they were both bottoms. And yes, I know it's hashtag not all lesbians, but, you know, it's hard to gay when you don't know. See, I thought there was another one up just hanging around, and I'm trying to remember where it was. Also, if you throw, either up a bomb or a cork block at the chain chomp, it'll, like, stiffen up. Actually, let me go get the cork block I can show you. Why am I telling you things in a game I'm playing that I can just show you? It's enough lesbians to where it's a stereotype, yeah. I love Mario's little walk when he's carrying a thing. Get corked. Okay, let's not lose a life when we came here to rack up lives. I'm trying to remember if any of the trees around here have secret one-ups. Fun fact, lesbian sheep will quite literally stare at each other unmoving because that's how sheep show they're interested. Yeah. To the point where I think it's actually a thing called, like, lesbian sheep syndrome. Because, you know, female sheep instinctively show their interest by making themselves, like, you know, stern and, you know, locked in place and mountable. And then they'll both just do that and stare at each other. We got 2 more one-ups. I definitely won't flush those down the drain in my next attempt. Haha, I get it. A bridge Goku voice in the distance. I get it! Also, the stained glass for Peach here is different from the one in the front castle courtyard. This one has a purple background with more plants, where the other one up there has a blue background. So yeah, I'm pretty sure there are a few one-ups on the secret slide here. This is secrets for sliding all the time. Ah, damn it. Also, with the secret slide here, you won't actually lose a life if you fall off, which makes the shortcut really easy to go for. Commuted, I get it! Redeem is just far up in the background, heard from the distance. I really should. Haha. And God damn it, what the hell? Yo, this is the stream of me bumping into things for no reason. Okay, swinging in an air breeze once again. Touch the carpet so it doesn't disappear. It gets very lonely very easily. You know, weirdly enough, I'm not really dreading the 100 coin star for this as much. I mean, I'm sure I'll die a bunch of times trying to get it. But, I feel like this stage is probably at its best when you can go around without having to worry about the specific goals or anything and just kind of look for coins and stuff. Now, the 100 coin star I was dreading was TikTok Clock, but that's already done and dusted, so... Smoosh. Super Smoosh 64. Because, you know, even though I've been whining about Rainbow Ride a lot, it is moderately open, so... Well, it's a little too open, maybe, but... You know, you can actually run around and go places, where TikTok Clock is literally just a vertical climb around the perimeter of a tube. Vertical climb around the perimeter of a cylinder. The cylinder must remain unharmed. You know, actually, what's down in that block down there? I should go check it out. I smoosh myself. Oh, it's a 1-up. What do you know? Actually, this game is pretty good about giving you 1-ups and stuff. Also, I love that there's been a lot of research on Mario 64, and a lot of the textures in this game are just like either low res or stretched out textures from like one singular early 90s texture pack CD. And it's like so surreal, like, because I think somebody uploaded the entirety of all the images on the CD, and it is so weird seeing all of these different textures and stuff that I just so strongly associate with Mario 64, just like in such high clarity. Though it does have an interesting side effect if you could hypothetically reconstruct a lot of Mario 64 just by putting the full resolution versions of those textures. Because one of my favorite Mario 64 things in recent memory has been the Render 96. Which is, it doesn't really change anything about Mario 64's gameplay, but it makes all of the graphical assets in the game look like the promotional renders from 1996 for Mario 64. Which, like, game graphics and stuff moved so fast that by the time game consoles were capable of outputting graphics that looked like the original renders, those very renders were already antiquated. Okay, let myself fall down here. So we never really got games that looked like the Banjo-Kazooie or Mario 64 promotional renders. Which, like, yo, any indie devs who happen to be listening to my streams, which, hi, kiss kiss, you know, if you want to make a game that looks like, you know, late 90s promotional renders, I would wishlist that shit in a heartbeat. Come on. Mario, what are you doing? Bro would not jump. Closest thing to that was Melee, since a lot of GameCube designs for characters that didn't exist yet. I mean, honestly, I'd say Melee is way more advanced than those 90s renders. Which, like, it was cool because you saw a lot of N64 designs in a modern style. Tricky triangles, that was not swinging in the breeze, goddammit. Well, I still got it, though. I tricked the fuck out of those triangles. Alright, off to swing we go. Maybe it's that other one that was over there. No, but, like, the jump between N64 and, like, PS2 and GameCube and stuff is just absolutely insane to me. Because, like, dude, not GameCube, but the PS2 came out 4 years after the N64. And when N64 came out, these graphics were considered revolutionary. And also, I feel like the Dreamcast never really got a chance to shine because it died so fast, which I know is not a hot take nor an unpopular opinion. But I do wonder if the Dreamcast kept getting, like, real high-end modern games, how good they really could have looked. Because I know a team recently ported GTA 3 to Dreamcast, and it actually runs pretty well. Oh boy, I thought I missed that for a sec there. Okay, so I think I need to go that way. Mayhap? Perchance? Sorry, you can't just say perchance. Which, hey, this is a pretty appropriate stream for me to make that reference. Okay. Oh, hey, there's the red coins. Okay, that's over there. Oh wait, I need to take the thing. Okay. That one was on me. I missed my jump timing. Fuck. I'm running out of donuts, you guys. I do not believe this. Also, something else that's completely ridiculous to me is that, I think it was Krispy Kreme had a promotional thing with Pokemon donuts, and I kid you not, some bitches were actually trying to scalp the fucking Pokemon donuts and, like, resell them online. I'm like, bro, these are donuts. These are not going to survive shipping. Or they're not even going to survive being in your fridge for more than a week. What are you doing?
Here we go!
Getting in, like, limited edition foods has always been a weird thing to me. Swinging in the breeze, we finally got it. And Picori Kirby's playing Kirby's Air Riders. Yo, Socrates! It's a fucking cookie! Oh, hey, I just looked at my thing. I didn't even notice that it actually says new on the redeems I recently added. That's cute. But yeah, let's all grab our favorite caffeine-free, sugar-free beverage of choice. Got my water tumbler here. Take a nice big sippy, and let's also stand up and stretch. Unshrimp yourself. I shrimp myself. Alright. I have done a nice big mousy stretch. I hope you all stood up and stretched and everything too. Got yourself a sippy. Go back to Marioing our 64s. Also, gang, what is a game that you guys, like, I know people cringe at the idea of Hidden Gem and all that stuff, but, like, actually, what is a game you guys think just does not get enough credit, enough love? Can be modern, classic, and stuff. It's like one that is way too good to never be talked about. One that comes to my mind is Destiny Connect TikTok Travelers. Mostly because it has it's a great game. It has one of the worst possible fucking names it could have ever gotten for being a modern game that came out in the last, like, I think it came out in 2019? 20? Let me check real quick. It came out for PS4, Switch, and PC. October 2019. Yeah, but, like, first of all, Destiny Connect sounds like a shitty-ass mobile game with bouncy waifus that has no gameplay. Which it's not, but that's what the name comes into my head. And, I think just having the word TikTok in your name is going to... Because it's TICKTOCK. Time travel is part of the game's, so the TikTok in the clock sense does make sense in the game, like the context of the game. So it is connecting to your Destiny, but it's like, it just has one of the worst possible names something post 2016 could have had. I might get a bit of heat for this, but I think PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale is that title. The more I see and play the game, the more respect I have. Dude, honestly, I wish it had survived long enough to get a sequel and been popular enough to get the rest of its DLC and stuff. Because Battle Royale's really fun. It's an actually fantastic game. I'm not huge on the whole thing of having to kill with your supers, but it is unique. They didn't just cut and paste Smash Brothers and you have to do ring outs or whatever. So I think that's cool. I think they should have done a hybrid thing of where they have a percentage meter and then you can only kill with a super if they're at enough percent or something, or maybe just a traditional life gauge that refills or something after a while. But like honestly, they took the party game, should have done health bars. Yeah, I agree. I think health bars would have been the way. And then the super is the finish to get the KO. But no, like it's legitimately good. I think it is held back by its roster because like them not ponying up the dough to get Crash and Spyro. Also, I don't think Parappa should have been there. I love Parappa the Rapper, but the creator Masaya Matsuda was actually upset about Parappa being included because one of the whole points of him making Parappa the Rapper is he wanted a game that wasn't about violence. Like, maybe they could have had a Parappa stage, but having Parappa being a playable character, like, beating people up just doesn't feel right for what the creator wanted. But yeah, I feel like part of it, the issue is not having Crash or Spyro. They should have just ponied up to have them. I mean, they had third-party reps like Raiden and Big Daddy. And also them almost completely leaving out anything from Japan for like mainline PlayStation. It's almost all Western characters. I think Spike from Ape Escape is the only Japanese PlayStation thing represented. Like, Wild Arms is completely ignored. I know Dart from Legend of Dragoon is unused in the files and was probably going to be DLC. Timing was another huge factor, yeah. It's just like, I feel like if the game had been like a couple years earlier or a PS4, like an early PS4 title, it would have gotten a much better roster. They would have had to go with a Mind Over Mutant. Oh, I wasn't even thinking about that. Because I know they had to do freaking Dante as the only Dante that Capcom would allow them to use. And Eastward, I've not heard anyone talk about Eastward. Okay, Rain, I think you're just maybe not in the community that's as receptive to RPGs when it comes to like the indie community. Because I know when Eastward first came out, shit. I accidentally hit up on the analog stick. I know when Eastward first came out, it was a big thing with like one of the discords I hang out in that's about RPGs and stuff, like mostly Japanese RPGs, but RPGs in general. So yeah, a lot of people were calling Eastward one of their favorite indie games and stuff. So I feel like you just weren't around people who were receptive to Eastward. I feel like that's a game that's going to suddenly appear in my Steam library mysteriously one day. That was the big time oof. Okay, I do not know where this star even is. I already bought it for Kubi forever ago. I'm sure she will enjoy it, but getting her hyperfixations to move is difficult, and I understand. That's why, like I said, if there's something I would interested in Kubi playing, I provide it to her. So when her brain tweaks it around to it, she can just play it. Trying to think here, because this is going to take me back up to the boat. So I got those two, the swinging in the breeze, and the other one, the tricky triangles. Also, Marina, I meant to ask you, but in Stars in Time can be played with a controller, right? I mean, I think so, because I'm pretty sure it has a Switch port. Okay, so let's look around. It's okay, that's the tricky triangles, that's the swinging in the breeze. I got the one on the boat. Got the one in the castle. What the hell is the last one? Come on. What am I missing? What am I not thinking of? Do I just need to take the route over to the castle again and see if that takes me further? Maybe I'll do that. Oh wait, shit, I forgot the ship had a cannon. Red coins, maybe? I have that one already. Oh, over the rainbow. I went over it all right. God fucking damn it! Well, I know what I need to do. I just need to do it with, like, at least 80% less launching myself into the abyss. I don't know, it was funny last time. I'll launch myself into a copy of Tales of the Abyss for the PlayStation 2 and Nintendo 3DS. Well.
Mamma mia!
Texico, take your car to the star! Wahoo! I mean, I guess I'm taking my Mario to the stars. Just shoot for the stars, if it feels right. It aim for my heart, if you feel like it. Okay, so we know where to go, back to the boat. You know, I have the camera pulled all the way out, and I still don't feel like it's pulled out far enough. Squoink. You know, I wonder how they made that sound. It's just such a satisfying squoink, but it's like, what even squoinks? That and it's like, I guess it's hard for me to think of because, like, Mario 64 has been a part of my life for most of my life, so that's just a Mario 64 sound to me. Also, that weird Uncanny Valley thing of, like, I don't know if you guys have ever been to, like, some gas stations and stuff, and the registers will just have the fucking sonic ring sound. Why would you do that? The spoinged IRL. Ah, okay.
Mamma mia!
Because, you know, like, you guys probably saw in the title menu, in addition to my original save file from when I first, well, not my original Mario 64, but like my first save file from when 3D All-Stars came out, which has 120 stars. I also had one that had like 52, because I was actually trying to do a run to see how, like, not a speed run, but just to see how much I could skip by only beating the game with 70 stars. Because I don't think I've beaten the game with, like, an incomplete amount of stars to just beat it probably since I was little. Like, I think after I successfully got 120 stars for the first time, I just always played the game that way. And it's weird, because even then, skipping stuff in that playthrough, I was like, I don't know, man, maybe I should go back and do all 120 again. No, you didn't mean it this way, but you sounded so disappointed with IRL spoiling. No, I'm not. No. If something makes that sound IRL, I want it. I want to know what it is. I want one in my life. It also took my brain a moment to process what you were saying because, you know, streamer brain, I forget anything that happened more than, like, 10 seconds ago. Okay, time to actually pay attention. No, that was on me. I thought that the thing was just gonna go by and, like, do the little smoosh animation and just let me pass by, but nope. That's another thing. One of my biggest weaknesses is depth perception. At least in video games. You shall not pass. Do it. Haha! Pulled that one back. From the brink. There's a lot of moments where your autism peaks in and makes you sound agitated or disappointed at something, and I know that's what's happening. It either punctuates or creates a joke, probably just to me. No, that's fine. Like I said, pretty much what you said, the autism kind of creates some really dry readings of things that I don't intend for it to come off that way. It's worse when I'm in places or situations where I have to talk in my masculine voice because I don't know how to emote very well without making myself sound girly. So I'm just like, hey. Of course, sometimes I just say fuck it and give up and just sound girly because, like, I mean, I carry a purse in public and nobody's caught on yet, so I just don't, I could probably leave the house in a dress and I don't think anyone would care. You sound like Sonic 06 interviews are like, hey. As someone with a perpetual flat effect, no matter what I do, it's both funny to hear in a vacuum and very real. Walking on the, I guess those are wood? The blue wood? Ugh. Okay, we livin'. We way back to the back in the back, but we livin'. back over the blue wooden block. Bleh, bleh, bleh. You know, it's one of those things I never realized as a kid, but a lot of Nintendo games, especially starting in the 3D era, are kind of like really padded out. Like Mario Sunshine, aside from making like the blue coins, giving you no indication of the blue coins, and also making some of the optional shines like that are not in the stages absolutely hair-pullingly, like migraine-inducingly awful. Lily Pad, for example, in the pachinko machine. And then stuff like, you know, Sunshine makes you play literally every single shine in every main stage. You know, Wind Waker having the Triforce side quest. Like, they even truncated that side quest in the HD version. It's not a side quest. You have to finish that quest to beat the game, so it's not a side quest. Which, like, I feel like nobody wants to talk about it, but Nintendo really kind of struggled, I think, with the pivot to 3D. They also struggled a lot with the pivot to HD, I think, as well. Which is why I feel like that's the real reason why so many Wii U and 3DS games were, like, so kind of vanilla ice cream flavored. Because they were just trying to make anything safe that would sell so they could actually recoup all the money they were losing on everything. I guess joking is kind of my way of showing I'm not angry when I'm talking, and it just evolved to my default social setting. Unfortunately, not many people I talk to regularly get Gen Z autism type humor. I understand that. Oh, you fucking fucker! You wanna go, bitch? Yeah, I'll fucking go. Back to my house later!
Here we go!
Huh? Alright, we just gotta get the 100 coin star, but let's take a little snack break first. No Chuckies could do that. Yeah, homie caught me in mid-flight. He really got the fucking mid-air grab. Hot potato!
I'm tired.
Okay, everybody, if you got a nearby snack, go ahead and munch a snack. Make sure you get enough to eat today. For reference, isn't there like a range of time you've noticed before you start feeling awful again because you haven't eaten? I don't usually get that long because my stomach will start like throwing fits, and because those weird hiccups I had with that crystal stream the other day, like if I don't go more than 2 hours without eating something, my stomach will just start doing that. Actually, while we're taking a little snack break, Snacks. Oh, we got back-to-back Castlevania. Anything until maybe 1:45. I got like one pang of hunger before noon and wasn't able to eat at the time. Cannot relate to getting hungry frequently. Is that better for the music, Maddie? I think I had to turn the desktop audio up for Mario 64 to sound loud enough. I was actually playing this part in Symphony of the Night this morning. When I got up and like did all my morning stuff, you know, brushing the toothies and going to the bathroom and all that. Since I'm off from job today, I just flopped back in my bed because I have the Symphony of the Night port on my phone, which is actually a really good port of the game. And I just I keep a Bluetooth controller on my nightstand. So I just laid in my bed, turned around, and just played Symphony of the Night on my phone for like 30-40 minutes just because I can. Very comfy. So the Symphony of the Night mobile port is really cool because if you hook up a Bluetooth controller without having to change any settings, it'll start showing like Xbox style buttons on there, and it will automatically remove the like touch interface controls from the screen. And I think it's only like $3. It's like really good. Granted, you give me Symphony of the Night, I'm gonna be happy. It's also something of a comfort game, so it actually does like help my brain to know that Symphony of the Night's always kind of there in my pocket no matter the situation. I apologize if I'm chewing too close to the microphone, guys. I'm sorry. I should probably mute it. Can't hear it over the music? Okay. what I am, by the way. A wheel? I'm actually gonna have to look at, like, phone chat, because that emote, I don't know if I'm looking at it correctly on the OBS. The OBS. OBS yourself. A tire. I'm a tire! Woohoo! Yeah, it definitely shows up way better on the cell phone version. Popped my tart, gonna munch a little bit of popcorn, and we'll go back to Marioing our 64s. Get that bag of popcorn ASMR. Why would you sell your phone? I live in there. I needed the money to buy a phone. Oh. I'll be back in a sec, and then we shall resume. I retain. Mario stares at the endless abyss for the Virtual Boy. Actually, I like the Virtual Boy quite a lot. I had one growing up. It's like, you're gonna see no signal for just a hot second. Welcome back, thank you. I don't think it really matters which one I go do, but the linchpin of getting the 100 coin star is that I'm gonna have to make sure I can do that wall jump to get the blue coins. Because I don't know if it's actually possible. Okay, if I mess it up, I will try to get as many coins as I can to see if it's possible to do it without them. But I really don't think it is. No, 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 no. Well, that was unfortunate. That was also unfortunate.
Mamma mia! Yeah! Whoa! Let's go!
Okay, let's see if we can get the Lackey 2 this time. Not dive off a cliff. Okay, we got more of them at least. Okay. Well, now I really can't fuck it up if I actually pulled that off. Whoa, 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 no you fucking don't! No you fucking don't! Wow, it's like I'm actually kind of good at this game when I'm not playing it through a viewfinder. I say that and I'm gonna plummet to my death in like 5 seconds from now. You know, it's weird. Like, there are so many games I've played since I was little, and I don't feel like I'm actually, like, good at any of them. I don't think I'm bad either, but, like... Then again, there's, like, the fact that I don't know if it's just one of those mentality things from just, like, you being yourself. It's maybe, like, the same mentality of why no one ever thinks their art is good. Because, like, I remember Mom watching me play games. She's like, how do you do that? I'm like, what? And like, you do everything so fast. How do you do that? I'm like, I don't do anything. I'm just playing the game. Then again, I feel like the games I'm actually, like, good at in any capacity are more games that are less response time or technical and more like, you know, stuff like Pokemon and strategic stuff. Ow. Determined to get that last coin. Alright, we got it. We got the 67 coin star. Okay, and try to be extra careful. And again, you know, I do always wonder how much comes from just, like, lack of practice, because it's like, yeah, I played Super Mario 64 since I was a kid, but it's not a game I, like, play every single, like, you know, every 6 months or anything. Wahoos and yippies all around. I got 69 coins now. We're on top of the world, baby. No, 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 no. Ah!
Mamma mia!
Shit, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make the blue coin jump again. Part of me almost wants to loop back around and do that last.
Let's go!
It's really the depth perception that kills me in a stage that's mostly bottomless pit. The game that at least involves some strategy tend to be pretty good at. Well, my main thing is, like, especially with trading card games, I feel like my biggest issue with a lot of those is the, like, competitive metagame always moves toward two things in almost every card game, inevitably, is getting games over with as fast as possible, and cards that stop your opponent from playing the game. Okay, I'm going to try to see how much coin we can get without doing the blue coins. Because I feel like there are a lot of coins in this stage. Remember, we are thousands of feet in the air. But then you end up coming here with 21 as opposed to, like, 69. I literally almost fell to the same thing, the same fucking... depth perception fall. Like, bro, what even is that? I want more card games to have a tense back and forth between players. Yeah, that's the... Well, the thing is, like, old Yu-Gi-Oh! Kind of could be that sometimes. And I'm not even that old, like, let's say pre-Pendulum. But it's just like, it just became who can set up the unbreakable board first and stop your opponent from ever playing. And, like, the Pokemon TCG can lean into that too, but with so many of the major cards being, like, both with the real TCG and Pocket, being like, oh, you know, your opponent gets 2-3 prize cards for knocking out this Pokemon, you know, even with the 6 prize regular tabletop TCG, you know, that's like what, you take out 2 megas and that's the game. And Pokemon doesn't really have the you activated my trap card kind of thing, because it doesn't really have any timing-based stuff. Which, like, can be viewed as a good thing, depending on your opinion. It certainly makes it more approachable than Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh! Not having to think about the stack or timing rules or anything. Pendulums broke Yu-Gi-Oh! Wide open and made the game so much less fun. I feel like that's part of the intense popularity of Genesis, because IIRC, Genesis has a different like limited list and everything, and it basically is like no pendulums, no links, right? Because I think synchros and XCs are fun. I don't think a lot of designs of XCs are very good, because someone on the Konami design team seems to think making something hard to summon justifies making it a miserable card to play against, when, fun fact, for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck building community, nothing will ever be hard to summon. They will figure out a way. Stop printing fucking floodgates. Stop printing FTK enablers. It's not rocket surgery. Now, the thing with pendulums is somebody took that Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged episode where Yugi's like, you can't just summon a bunch of monsters in one turn. They took that personally. There's so many old cards that just become stupid OTK enablers because either the cards themselves or the setup gets banned. I mean, I like Yu-Gi-Oh's open format where, you know, like, any card can suddenly be relevant. I think that's fun. But it also means that every design mistake is something they're stuck living with forever. Which is kind of why, like... Well, yeah, sure, I would love for a Pokemon game to have the complete decks again. I understand not wanting to put that in every game. Okay, I don't think there are any other coins over here. Okay, wait, shit, can I get back? But it's like, I understand why they cut a lot of moves from Sword and Shield onward. Because, I mean, A, some of them were useless, some were redundant. Others were just not fun. And I understand Game Freak not wanting to have to live with every single design idea they threw out there. Especially because you have to remember, like, with Gen 1 and a little bit in Gen 2... competitive play wasn't really on their mind. Gen 1 especially was just designed to be an RPG, and the idea of playing it competitively was a total afterthought. I really like the full National Dex not being in every game, one, because unsustainable, two, because it invites creativity in the competitive scene through limitation. Yeah. Like, people don't want to admit it, but the Dex cut is one of the healthiest possible things for the competitive scene. And I don't know, it makes it exciting thinking about, oh, which Pokemon's gonna return this time? Will Splingle and Scrongus be in the new game? And also, like, I want more Pokemon games to do what Black and White did, where you can only use new Pokemon until you beat the Elite Four. Like, that was such a kick-ass and such a bold move, and I know we'll probably never see it happen again, because they have to sell us Charizard for the 500th time. shit, I'm so close. Wait, I can get the red coins. I think we got this. I think we got this, gang. I am so sorry for what I'm doing to your face, Mario. I'm pretty sure I can make that. Damn it. Can I do it the other way? No. My brain's too Odyssey pilled. I'm trying to do hat jumps and shit. Okay. Fine, I'll do the fucking blue coin jumps again. His face will be as flat as a pizza pie. Also, one thing that makes me a little sad, I haven't gotten any DVD releases from like maybe the last 5 or 6 years or so, but I know a lot of the 2010 Super Mario Bros. Super Show DVDs did not have the live action bits, and it makes me so sad because Lou Albano and Danny Wells are just an absolute joy with those live action segments. Where's the star? Okay, God, I was afraid it freaking spawned inside the, I was so afraid it spawned inside the, wall, and I wasn't going to be able to get it. I'm actually really excited for Wind and Waves. I want to go diving into that region's ocean. Oh my God, it looks like such a joy. Like, I mean, granted, I've loved all of the Switch Pokemon games, but Winds and Waves, like, I really hope, especially since it's been, you know, a full 5 years since Scarlet and Violet, I really hope that, you know, Game Freak has just managed to have been given enough time and stuff to actually truly cook. Because I am so glad that the Pokemon games are weaning themselves off of crunch cycles.
Here we go!
Because that's really the thing, I think, more than anything that hurts Scarlet and Violet is that, like, I feel like they wanted to do an ambitious, modern, open-world RPG, but they wanted to try to do it on, like, the same budget and time frame as a DS game. And that's just not sustainable. But then again, like, they actually publicly responded to everything with Scarlet and Violet and its quality at launch and everything. Like, publicly. And they have done a lot to fix the game. Playing it on Switch 2 is wonderful. So, like, I am hoping that they actually took the lesson. Alrighty, let's go face Bowser in the final level. Scary. Giant arrow! Wonder which way I'm supposed to go. It's Jack Black. Ain't that just peachy? Big W! We're gonna have a big W. I love this, like, ultra steep slope here. I've always liked it. Not interested in Winds Waves myself, but hopefully a smoother release than Scarlet and Violet. Come back, come back, come back! Ah. I mean, like I said, every Switch Pokemon game has been, like, at base level, great, and most of them have been fantastic, so... Because, I mean, I can admit that a game is really good even if it launches in a state that it definitely shouldn't have. But hi, 7th, how are you doing today on this lovely Thursday evening? We have 119 stars. We're about to take on Bowser in the Dark World. The final battle. Though we're actually going to do it twice. Ow, my ass. Ow, my ass! Bro, got the double ass combo. I love the texture on their hands. Ow, I got squishied. Ha, got the timing that time. Okay. Also, I love the freaking engraved turtle shell, the Koopa shell and Goomba murals on this. It's so fun. Okay. Funnily enough, the Switch era is kind of when I realized the series isn't really for me. Wouldn't call them bad games at all. I understand, and it's like, I feel like since Pokemon is a series that does so much different stuff with every entry, that like, since it does change so much, a lot of times you kind of end up learning what was the thing that hooked you on a series. Not just with Pokemon, but a lot of series can be like that. Because there are quite a few series for me that, like, I would like to enjoy the whole series more, but a lot of times I just end up having, like, the specific game that hits for my personal taste. Later, check-in. Ooh, I really like these. I love the gradient on this checkerboard block thing. I don't know why, I always have. I think that's how I discovered the concept of gradients, was seeing them in this game. But no, like, for a lot of people, I know that an important part of Pokemon is the, like, roleplay aspect and stuff like that, and the openness. And the games vary on that, like, depending on the game. Honestly, Scarlet and Violet got too close to feeling the same way, but the 18-year-old hyperfixation just barely won out. Maybe Scarlet and Violet was only a game for me and me alone and nobody else. Thank you, Game Freak, for making a game for only me. I'm not sure if that's a great marketing decision, but... Also, I'm skipping the red coins on purpose, and I will tell you why after we beat Bowser. But I will come back for them, don't worry. I'm not going to beat the game with 119 stars and then stop. I mean, despite Scarlet and Violet running atrociously at launch, they were my favorite Pokemon games since Black and White. Well, again, I love when the series does weird shit and takes risks. Because, I mean, the reason why I think we'll never get another Black and White is just because, it was a game uniquely made at probably the series' lowest point in popularity. So I think they were just kind of had a mentality of, fuck it, let's do whatever we want. And the games are overall, I think, the worst selling games in the series. As far as, like, besides, like, third versions, I'm not counting spin-offs, I mean for the main series, I'm pretty sure Black and White sold the worst. But then, like, every generation, like, from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, all of them sold lower than the previous. And so, like, With Black and White, they just like went in, and I think they were definitely trying to draw back in the older audience who grew up with Red and Blue, because it's one of the few games that provides the same experience as Red and Blue in the sense that everything's new on your playthrough. You know, you don't know all these Pokemon types, you don't know their matchups, you don't know what their moves are going to be. Because I am so very glad I went into Black and White blind. Because it really did have that same, like, oh wait, what's this thing do kind of experience from being a kid. Like playing Red and Blue for the first time. Because when Red and Blue came out, like, it was the first Pokemon game, so everything was new. And it made the classic Pokemon feel like a reward after you did beat the Elite Four. It's like, oh, it's fucking Sneasel. It's Weedle. Kids love Weedle. That one kid with a level 66 Weedle. What the hell? Okay, also, I never really noticed before, but look at these pillars. They have like a freaking, like, pixel Bowser on them. Like breathing fire. Black and White took a bit to grow on me. Hated it at launch, but over time, I think it's probably their most confidently designed game by a fair margin. Yeah. Well, that and they literally addressed every issue with Diamond and Pearl and went in the, like, complete opposite direction. Because, like, you know, some of the biggest issues with Diamond and Pearl, to me, are excessive reuse of older Pokemon, especially in the main story. Some pretty egregious anti-player and player unfriendly design, and just really slow pacing in general. And, you know, Black and White have and really weird Pokemon variety, as it feels like most of the attainable dex is like either normal or water type, which were already the most abundant types by the end of Generation 3. So, like, you know, Black and White having a huge variety of types and a ton of team building options, like liquid, like super smooth fluid pacing with like the battles and battle speed and everything. It's like, I love the way that the ability prompts slide in Black and White. It is so satisfying. And just the game in general flows at just a really nice clip. The pacing's really solid. I think more Pokemon games should do that. There's also a part of why I enjoyed Scarlet and Violet, because the final fight facilitated that experience, yeah. Black and White was the first games I was in the 10-year-old protagonist, so it felt very special to me. It was also the first generation where I was able to keep up with release trailers and teasers, which built up extra hype, yeah. Also, this one's more of a personal thing, and I feel like it's probably something 7th would have enjoyed at the time too, but I am a huge sucker for really smooth 2D sprites on 3D backgrounds. And it is not lost on me that when you go between areas in the Black and White games, it has the same zoom transition as Xenogears. Scary Bowser.
Mario, you again? Well, that's just fine. I've been looking for something to fry with my fire breath. Your star power's useless against me. Your friends are all trapped within the walls. And you'll never see the princess again.
That's not true, because I'm gonna grab your butt. Gay Bowser, you're so long. Ah! Did Bowser become the rainbow? Did he start reading the rainbow? He tasted the rainbow. Ow, my ass is on fire! That's what I get for getting too close to Gay Bowser. Stop tracking me, I'm trying to grab your butt. There we go.
Chase the rainbow, motherfucker!
But shit, I waited too long. God damn it! Autobots after my ass too, jeez. What do you do to these bots that makes them so perpetually enraged at you, Ben? Really? God damn it. I don't think I've ever had an issue with his fire attacks before. Thankfully that hidden one-up respawns, so you kind of technically have infinite tries. Blech. Give me a sec, I'm locking in on this ass grab. No clue why the bots hate so much. I don't know, Ben. I will try to tell them to be nicer to you. It's right when he jumps back on the stage now, he has an electrocution in his little shockwave attack. Bye-bye! Into the balls you go.
Bye-bye.
Alright, grab me some money. Here comes the money. Because remember, kids, the more money you have, the better you'll heal. Butt grab. To be a butt grab. The greatest butt grab.
Bye-bye.
He's destroying parts of the stage. Okay, I kid you not. For some reason, as a kid, I remember like pausing it at this part and seeing that he destroyed the arena into the shape of the star. And I remember being as a kid thinking like, why a star shape? That's so random. And it's like, Nikea, this whole game is literally about power stars. And I was like, probably at least in my 20s before I realized that, oh yeah, because power stars die. You know, I feel like the hurt box on that is just a little longer than it seems like it should be.
Bye-bye.
Damn it. I missed his butt.
Bye-bye.
Boom! Get hosed.
No, it can't be. You've really beaten me, Mario. I gave those troops power, but it's fading away. See peace return into the world. I can't stand it. It's not over yet. Come on, troops. Let's watch the ending together.
Because this is not the 120th star. But we will get the 120th one after we watch the ending for the first time. This is so special to me because I remember playing this game as a kid. It felt like the biggest, hugest game ever, and I couldn't believe I actually beat it.
Mario! The power of the stars is restored to the castle. And it's all thanks to you. Thank you, Mario. We have to do something special for you.
Here we go!
Listen, everybody. Let's bake a delicious cake. For Mario.
Hi, Mario. Credits time. Like I said, we still got a few more things we're gonna do, but we can still relax and enjoy the credits. Ben, that's supposed to be a secret. I'm kidding, I don't think that's a secret to anybody. That's like one of the most well-known post-game bonus things ever. Mario Face Rummer, Giles Goddard. Voice directors Yoichi Yamada, Yasuhisa Yamamura. Kenta Usui, Malcolm Mori. Shout out to my homie Yoshiki Haruhana. Dyslexia, god fucking damn it, I tried. Koji Kondo with the sick beats. Also, any of the stars that you didn't collect when you beat the game will actually still be full stars on the when it shows the courses here. Instead of being the blued out collected ones. Shroom. SGI 64 project staff. It's crazy to think that this game has had such long legs both culturally and gameplay-wise, despite being a launch title for the Nintendo 64. Because the 64 launched with just Super Mario 64 and Pilot Wing 64. Which Pilot Wing 64 is also a lot of fun, but it's a very different kind of game. Super chill, too. Snowman. Bye, everybody wave. Even though we're coming right back in like 5 seconds. Oop.
Thank you so much for playing my game.
Got to enjoy our cake. Oh wait, shit, I forgot this game does that thing where, like, when you beat the game, you just can't do anything and it soft locks until you... Eh. That is one thing from old games I really do not miss. Yeah, a lot of old games, when you get to the end of the credits, it just soft locks. It doesn't save or anything.
Okie dokie.
And you have to reset the console to play it anymore. A lot of old games do that, actually. No, it's just a thing. It's like, well, keep in mind, there are a lot of old games that didn't save at all, so... Alright. Go back to Bowser in the Dark World and get the last star. And if you're wondering why I decided to skip getting the last star in the final Bowser world, Bowser actually has different dialogue whether or not you've gotten all 120 stars. And I wanted to show both of them. Besides, I ended up getting through the stage a lot faster than I thought I would, so let's stretch a little more stream time out of it. Addle. Is this big old metal box? Push it right there. Well, again, Ben, also the whole soft locking at the end screen thing, like, that was out of style by, like, the end of the Super Nintendo era. So it wasn't that common by the time Mario 64 came out. It was still here and there, but, like... Yeah, even as far as, like, into the PlayStation and stuff, it... Like, PS1 and stuff, it ended up being normal to be able to save after beating the game. Though, like, Final Fantasy VII Original, for example, when you beat the game, like... It doesn't soft lock, but it boots you back to the title screen. It doesn't save after beating the final boss or anything. This is one diabolical red coin right here. But Chuck, you freaking chased me down here. Secret Wump. Oh, also a little, I wouldn't really call this an exploit, but a little thing I discovered on my own as a kid. You can just backflip and skip that whole little section over here. Again, that's not like super mind-blowing Mario 64 tech or anything. It's just, I feel happy because as a kid, I figured it out myself. Burning my butt. Yahoo! Roasted buns. My ass has caught fire many a time in this playthrough. Hi, Dot. Whoop, whoop, bip, bip, bip. I survive. Everybody say hi to the criminal. Yep. She's probably hungry and wants me to put some food out. Which, like, to be fair, I usually do feed her, like, right around 10:30 or 11 before I go to bed, so... Like, I usually don't go to bed that early, but I usually feed her anyway. Okay. Sorry, Dot headbutted my microphone. Okay, let's see this. Hi, Max Henry. How are you doing today on this lovely Thursday evening? Goodbye. Sorry, I didn't start reading that whole fucking paragraph until I realized, oh, it's just a bot. Yeah, that was a really weird-ass font. But dang, Maddie cut a worthless object at, like, light speed. Who writes paragraphs in Twitch chat anyway? Probably really cool, attractive people. Kidding. Probably autistic people who don't realize while they're typing it that they just typed an entire thesis paper. It's tabbed out, so glad Maddie got it. But I'll be back in just a sec. I'm going to feed this hungry, starving little baby who has very clearly never eaten one singular food for the entirety of her life. So I will be right back. Okay. Furballs have been fooded. Come back again. Alrighty. 6 of them. No, like, when Dot needs something, she will go from 0 to inciting chaos with no lead-up time. As you all noticed, I'm amazed my microphone has survived her, to be honest. I'm very happy it has, because I don't know if I really have enough money to buy another one. But you can fix that by going to coffee.com/McKayManga. I mean, like, I don't know, like, I need monetary support from people to do this as a career, but I always feel so bad asking. Thank you, Maddie, for the shameless promotioning. I just complained about it like I'm ashamed and then call it shameless. I don't know, like, I simultaneously feel like I should be able to do this as a career, but also somehow do it without anyone else's money, and I'm like, those are not compatible ideas.
Here we go!
Wow, another power star. Mario gains more courage from the power of the castle. Safe, you bet. We got every single star, you guys. Let's slap Bowser in the face again. Another trio of butt grabs. Well, you don't have the extra baggage of self-promo support. You don't have the extra baggage of self-promo. So support Kea or never see a mouse play retro games again. No! Ah, shit, my timing, my butt! Burning up my ass when I'm with you. Oh shit, I forgot if he lands on some of the breakable stuff when he comes back from the pit, that you can actually, like, start breaking off chunks of the stage early. I'm feeling a bit tired right now, so I'm gonna go take a sleep good night. And always remember, where there's smoke, they pinch back. You have a good night, then. Thank you so much for coming by and hanging out with our Super Mario 64 adventure. I hope you have a very nice, super comfy sleep.
Bye-bye!
Note to self, make a Ko-fi. Didn't think of things as rewards. I don't even have any rewards up right now. Granted, when I made the Ko-fi, I, like, was in such a bad place, I don't think I could have fulfilled anything.
Bye-bye!
But I definitely do want to kind of do the kind of creator thing where, like, you know, you put your supporters' names in the credits and all that stuff. 1 bottle of authentic rain on your wedding day.
Bye-bye!
It's like a gay wife when you're already gay. On your wedding day, marrying your wife. It's like, what's that one Ed Sheeran song? They're lesbians.
Bye-bye!
No, you really beat me this time, Mario. I can't stand losing to you. My troops, worthless. They turned over all the power stars? What? There are 120 in all? Amazing. There was some in the castle that I missed? I see peace return into the world. Ooh, I really hate that. I can't watch. I'm out of here. Just wait until next time. Until then, keep that analog stick smoking.
Yep, you get completely different dialogue. Well, not completely. A little bit of it's the same. But Bowser actually acknowledges that you beat him with all 120 stars. I know it might seem a little anticlimactic, but I'm going to go ahead and reset and instead of watching the credits again, because it's saved when we got the 120th star, because there's one more bonus to show off.
It's me, Mario. Hello.
And you know, I know the analog stick was like the hot bonus thing when the N64 was new, but man, it really kind of sucks that so many N64 games wanted you to spin the analog stick and degrade the already iffy Nintendo 64 stick even faster. But yeah, there's a cannon now that's open in the courtyard. It's been sealed all game, and we can launch ourselves to the top of the castle. Wish my job would give me a bonus. It's Yoshi! Hi, Yoshi. Mario, is that really you? It's been so long since our last adventure. They told me I might see you if I waited here, but I'd just about given up hope. Is it true? Have you really beaten Bowser and restored the stars to the castle? You saved the princess? I knew you could do it. I have a very special message for you. Thanks for playing Super Mario 64. This is the end of the game, but not the end of the fun. We want you to keep on playing, so we have a little something for you. We hope you'll like it. Enjoy! The Super Mario 64 team. Weird Dog. And Weird Dog will give you 99 lives. I'm sorry, 100. Bye, Yoshi. And also up here is a wing cap.
Here we go. Yeah.
You can actually fly around the castle courtyard. The greatest weird dog pet ever. I am now moist. But we did it. We got 100% of Mario 64 on stream. I was happy I was able to beat it this stream. I was really worried I was going to get stuck on something in Rainbow Ride and not be able to finish it, so... Wahoo! Yippee! Wait, now I can finally collect those coins under this bridge. Fuck! I missed my chance. Good job. Thank you. Yeah, this is my second time 100%ing the 3D All-Stars version. And I have, like, finished the N64 version and the DS version and stuff many, many a time. I'm gonna go to bed now because eyes hurt and want sleep. Good night, everyone. Good night, Rain. Thank you so much for dropping by, sticking around while we finish Mario 64. You see, there is another cool thing you get. You get a new triple jump that's all sparkly. Oop, trying to get a good flat spot here. I could have swore Mario did a little flourish when you landed from that triple jump. Am I Mandela affecting myself? Granted, I almost never use this because the game won't save the special triple jump or the 100 lives. Even if like I go get a star and save the game again. So it's not really something I mess around with too much. But yeah, like with 100 lives, and funnily, the new special triple jump is actually kind of worse than the regular one. Because you can't wall jump with the new triple jump. But granted, you know, you've already done literally everything in the game, so it's not like it really matters that much.
Let's go.
But yeah, this is very much like a you finished the game, now the whole game is just your oyster to just goof around with as much as you want. And honestly, I really appreciate that with games. And I think Mario 64 encouraging that kind of thing may be why the game really has legs that long. You know, because it's like, you've got 100 lives, literally just go play. Find new interactions, find new Easter eggs, do whatever you want to do. Those are my plans for later. Sorry, Maddie, I know you were planning that triple jump into a wall jump while sparkling thing. I didn't mean to ruin it for you. But yeah, we did it. That's everything in Super Mario 64. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and stuff. I don't really kind of want to end the stream yet, but I don't really have any more Mario 64. Oh, actually, really fun little random fact about the Yoshi is you don't actually have, even though he says, wow, you defeated Bowser and, you know, rescued the princess and everything, you don't actually have to beat Bowser. If you get the 120th star and just, like, leave, Yoshi will be there on the roof. So, hey, if you're having a hard time with the final Bowser fight and you just can't beat him, but you got all the stars, you know, you can just, you can just go to Yoshi and have him give you 100 lives. I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure I have the Japanese Nintendo 64 app on here. Perhaps? I guess I don't. Huh. Well, I was going to show off a little bit of Japanese Super Mario 64, but I guess not. But yeah, like, there are technically, I guess, 2 Mario 64s on Switch. But you can actually see, like, the difference in the textures and stuff, because this is just flat in 64 version. Which means it does have the so long gay Bowser, so it's got that going for it. But you can see, like, the textures being a lot crunchier than they are in the 3D All-Stars version, especially with the HUD. Time to beat this version now. I'm trying to think, because I don't actually know, I guess aside from, like, beating the original Japanese version on, like, the Japanese N64 app, other than that, I think I actually have beaten every version of Mario 64, because I've definitely beat the Nintendo 64 version, the North American Nintendo 64 version, a number of times. Of course, like, I just did 3D All-Stars again, and I have 100%ed Super Mario 64 DS, even though I do definitely have some issues with that version of the game. But yeah, as much as I would like to, like, keep streaming forever and ever, it has been 3 hours, so I should probably be like Mario and get myself some rest. It's already almost 11 o'clock. Gosh, this stream just flew by. I don't know. It felt super short. But yeah, I will be a good little mouse and wrap it up for my own health so I can get some rest and stuff. But thank you so much, everybody, for dropping by. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you, everyone, for being here with me to finish Mario 64 and get everything in the game. Just a sec. I'm going to see if any homies are online to go raid. Not really. Alrighty, we'll just go ahead and call it. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye.